Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to Power Rangers SH Figuarts Week, where we continue our look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Next up is none other than our first female ranger released for the line, the Pink Ranger. As always, we're taking a look at the packaging before we look at the Pink Ranger, and here we are with our first silver box that we've seen on this review series. Red Ranger came in a similar silver box to match, of course, the silver Morpher that most of the Rangers use. As you can see, again, nice image of her on the front. A little name back here. Interesting left, Figuarts is in blue. Wonder if there's no pink chrome available. On the back, you can see all their different posing options with her different accessories. And you can see the profile image of her. And then again, the blue is kind of weird. I guess there was no pink chrome available. But there's the box for Pink Ranger. So here we have our first female Ranger of the team. And it is none other than Pink Ranger. She was released after the White Ranger. And it's good old Kimberly or Catherine. Either or. I always preferred Catherine, but that's just me. Anyways, Pink Ranger can also be May as Terra Ranger from G Ranger if you like. Taking a look at the figure, she has a brand new body mold, so we'll have to go over articulation. Because she is female now, she's got chest bumps. You know, it's the appropriate way of saying breasts. She has a skirt, which is unique to her. Really cool that we did get all the Rangers and not just the male Rangers. So, you know, Bluefin and Tamashii and Tamashii Nations are doing better than Bandai of America. But-unch. Anyways, as you can see, the helmet sculpt is really well done. It's the best helmet sculpt so far of all of them. They put a lot of care and effort into this. She was a web exclusive in Japan, so even if you are a G Ranger fan, I'd say get the American one if you're wanting this figure. She does look fantastic. There's one minor thing, that's the color pink is different shades of pink here and there. Like most of her body is this shade of pink. Then the arm joints, the knee joints, and the lower legs are a different shade of pink. It's kind of weird. But what can you do? Overall, really, really nice looking. The skirt, Figuarts of the past had skirts that had to swap out to have more leg joints. Instead, they just put a split in the skirt so her leg can still move out. Should have just done that in the first place. Anyways, articulation-wise, she's got the full neck movements. Ball joint neck and all that. She's got shoulder movement, she's got shoulder swivel, double jointed elbows, triple jointed wrists. She's got the upper chest articulation, the waist articulation. The legs do swing down and out, so you don't have to worry about the skirt. But they do move. They do have quite a bit of movement, even with the skirt in place, which is really, really appreciated. To you know. She does not have limited articulation, so she's got the swivel here and the movement and the ball joint, the double joint knees, and all the foot articulation. So she doesn't have any less joints than any of the male Rangers do, but her only thing is that her legs are a little locked into the way she poses because of the skirt. But I like it. It works really well. The skirt doesn't get in the way too badly, and you can have her posed in very Pink Ranger-y poses. Now, accessories-wise, let's get this boring stuff out of the way. She comes with a holster version of the Blade Blaster. This is the only version of Blade Blaster she comes with. Her and the rest of the Rangers only come with the ones that fit in the holsters and not the gun or sword modes. But all of them do come with the Blade Blaster combined with the Thunder Slinger, which she has here, which is the same piece from the Red Ranger. So there is that. Now, moving on to unique things. Hand-wise, she's got a set of hands that are designed to hold the Blade Blaster and Thunder Slinger combo and the Blade Blaster handle if you're doing the tower formation. She actually has open palm hands, which are nice because her bow, her main weapon of choice, is of course a bow weapon that has also been used as a melee weapon in the series. So it's nice to have those other hands to offset things. Putting that in her hand is simple. It has to go in her left hand because she only comes with a left hand that is open enough to hold the bow, so she can't use her right hand to use the bow. unfortunately, the bow has almost all its details except for the G-Ranger name on the back of the bow. But it works well because they didn't want to modify the figure for American release too much, so, you know, you don't have to worry about Power Rangers being swapped in. And, of course, being a bow, which most Pink Ranger figures have included just a bow in the past, never included her arrow. Now, her arrow is really cool because it's molded right onto the hand. But she does get an arrow, which is designed after the original prop of the arrow from G-Ranger and Mighty Morphin, not the arrow from Gokaiger and Super Mega Force, which was an energy blast. But getting her posed right is a little tricky. But you do look at this nice little, she gets to be an archer and actually have an arrow that is molded onto her hand so that you don't lose the arrow and don't have any issues trying to get a figure to hold an arrow. So unfortunately means you can't have an arrow for Tamashii stage posing that's separate, but hey, I'll probably have her pose like this, or using the bow as a melee weapon, more so than actually having the arrow separate. So really cool. The only thing really missing is a string, but as we know with bows and strings, you know, with a bow it has to bend in order for the string to work, and you can't bend solid plastic very well. So that's Pink Ranger, Terra Ranger, or any Ranger you want her to be. So overall, Pink Ranger is quite fantastic. She's a great figure. She has more posing options than the White Ranger does. She's got a lot of cool accessories, and she's not limited by being a female figure, which, as we know, as Power Rangers collectors, the female figures usually are the weakest of the team because they have less leg articulation, they don't have as many accessories, they have less articulation in general, yada yada. She actually has a lot more posing options than White Ranger, and she has the same articulation as the rest, which is really fantastic. They gave credit to this character and made a figure that did respect the character for who she is, and that is really cool. So overall, I would highly recommend Pink Ranger for your Power Rangers collection. She is really great. And there we go. We've got our first female figure. Now to go back to some of the other Rangers, as we are in the final 3 coming up on Power Rangers SH Figuarts Week. So anyways, be sure to check out HeroTago.com for Power Rangers news and more. Until next time, saying goodbye.